up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the Fury with 3 times Mark II level 12 Trebuchets that can do things like, that! Boom! Half the Griffin is gone, or let's say 60%. This really is the kind of setup that lets you punish enemies for jumping, for exposing themselves even just for a split second, because in 1 split second, you're gonna basically deliver all your firepower. And if we scroll back, I've made a mistake here. I thought my things aren't charged enough to hit him and kill him before he captures the beacon, but I didn't take into consideration the firepower coming from my teammates, so if I had fired right now, then I would have killed him before he got the beacon. Unfortunately, I didn't see that fire coming from my teammates, and I was trying to charge up longer than I could to, be able to kill him in 1 hit then. The reason why I did that is you really need to let this weapon charge as long as you can. I'm going to display a little graph for you guys here to show you the damage curve while reloading, right? Because there is this initial gap that you have to get over it, and then you start recharging in a relatively effective way. But if you don't do, if you would constantly fire, the moment you can fire again, you run it with very low DPS, like extremely low, even lower than the weapon itself actually has. And the ideal situation is you have fully charged and then you fire. This is the absolute ideal DPS situation you can get in with this weapon, and if you maximize this and make it as effective as possible. Here, I was trying to make one quick skill shot there with just one of them and I missed it, and then I had to fire again. Yeah, this guy over there, he's gonna be a really annoying dude here with his Hydras firing all across the map. I punished him for jumping once by, but then he's like at I don't know, 20%, 30% health, and now he will be firing Hydras all over the place. Did you see that one Hydra? Those two? Did you see that? Look at this. They're flying up in the air. What did he target? Did he have a satellite target or something? What the heck was that? Like, why was 2 Hydras just flying up in the mid-air? That was weird. He fired on other people, and then 2 Hydras just go up into the skies. And then he messed up his jump. I was like, he's jumping, I can kill him now, and then he messes this up. And then this guy, yeah, he's jumping, and he also messes up his jump, and I'm not getting anyone in sight. And that's why I personally, I just don't think that's a very... I know there's a lot of people out there who love playing Trebuchets, and I'm making this video as a viewer request for you guys, right? Because you guys kind of requested to see the high-end version of the Trebuchets in action on a Fury, or a Butch for that matter. And yeah, I'm giving this to you guys here, although I need to say, this is really not my playstyle, because basically what you're doing here, you're sitting back and you're just trying to look for something that moves, and like you fire it immediately as soon as it comes up. And this is, it's a playstyle that requires a lot of patience. And those of you who've gotten to know me a little bit in the live streams or something, patience is something I just don't really have very much. No one has ever been like, oh, Manni, yeah, that's that real patient guy, right? No! That's not what you'd say about me, because it's not who I am. But anyways, we've been firing here at these enemies for a long time, and now we're bringing in our hit points, right? We have, and I didn't know there was another Trebuchet dude behind that. What we have just collected is like 130,000 damage. But that's actually very good for my team, because those fully charged Trebuchets would have maybe stopped the rush of my team over there, right? Because my team is currently just winning it, right? They're just gonna push them back into their spawn. And if those 130,000 damage would have been calculated or basically divided into the rest of my team, who may have already taken a bunch of damage, maybe that would have stopped the rush. This way here, although I didn't intend to be shot, actually was very helpful for my team, because I did have the spare hit points. I had a full 100% bot. Why not use the hit points and bring it in, right? And in this spirit, I haven't lost any weapons, so I'm still generating the same DPS as before, but I allowed my team to, cool off a little and not take some heat for a little while. And, that was actually a very, very good situation here. After seeing it, I felt like, oh, that was actually pretty good. So, we're still winning this here with my team, and I'm not the guy winning. I'm just the guy standing back here, sniping a little bit. But I want to show you in this video here is, I'm not just gonna show you the high weapon at the end, because that's what you guys wanted to see. But what I want to show you is also the difference, like how well can you even use this setup here in a brawling map. This right here is a brawler map, right? You're basically supposed to brawl with others, and that's what you have fun. That's why I love this map so much, because you can just walk up to someone and brawl, right? You don't have to be hit by snipers so much. You can avoid them by just staying in cover, walking through the middle part of this map or whatever. But let's see how we have done in a brawling map with a sniper, with like 100% sniper. We've done 619,000 damage in these, I don't know, 5 minutes or whatever it was. And we actually, and this is insane, we actually reached the top position here. Keep in mind, level 12, Mark II, the highest amount of damage you can have on these trebuchets. But, you know, if you were to go to Mark I with level 12, you can just calculate 20% damage off of this, which would be pretty much almost exactly 500,000 damage, and we would have still been the second in place with this, right? As a sniper, even with just Mark I stuff there. And I guess this is kind of crazy to see that you can do so monstrous amounts of damage, even in a brawling map with the snipers, taking no risk to yourself. Look at that. By the way, the Rogatka seems to take less damage than the Griffins do, right? Or does the Rogatka have more health? What the heck? Anyways, it's still interesting to see and kind of scary to see that you can do so much damage without taking any risk, even in a brawling map with the snipers. And I kind of think that the snipers are, as you guys often say too powerful. I think they do too much damage. This Rogatka actually lost like 70% health with one shot, so maybe that one Rogatka was Mark II level 12 or something like this. Who knows, right? What do we have coming up there? It's something really fast. I barely saw it. Belaris, or whatever his name is. I was unable to see. Oh, there's a Kamiho. Ooh. Yeah, I love to punish dash bots. That's something you can do so well with the trebuchets, because you have that instant damage delivery. You don't give them time to retreat. Ah, it's a carrot. You don't give them time to, you know, dash away or something, because in one hit they have taken all the damage and it's already too late. And that's why it's the perfect weapon to punish anything that dashes. Because if you hit them between the dashes, they get the direct damage immediately, and you can bypass the energy shield on the Haeshi, right? So all the more reason to you know, go and have some fun with it against those dash bots. And look at that Natasha over there. It just lost like 65% of health just in one blast. Holy moly. That must have not been a fully leveled Natasha there. But what was it in the beginning of the video? I'm just not sure right now how much damage it is. Like 70, 80,000, 90,000, I'm not sure, with all three weapons firing at once. It's just so much damage. He's firing back at us. He wants to repay or like do some damage back, but we have, you know, all you have to do is walk away or towards someone firing Noricums or the other weapon, what's it called, the Zenith, and you're not gonna get hit, because they can lead the target and pre-aim sideways, but without a top-down view, they cannot pre-aim when you walk towards them or away from them, so they will always miss. Look at that Carnage walking over to the left. He's trying to prevent our teammate from capturing that beacon, but he's never gonna get there. Never. I can just bypass the energy shield and deal so much damage directly to him. And that was not the only shielded opponent we're gonna take out from here. And keep in mind, we haven't taken any real damage so far. We're dealing a ton of damage here to these guys. We're having, well, a big impact on the map. So much even that we just depleted that Carnage full health to like, I don't know, 45% of his health. Completely ignoring his shield. And, you know, it's just absolutely devastating. The impact of this one bot on this sniping map. At first we had to have a look into the brawling map and our performance there, but look what we can do here. This guy is he just took out the enemy. He deserves to get the beacon now, but we're like, no sir, you're not gonna get there, no way. And that's just from that much distance. Now we have a Haeshi coming up over there, right? And he's walking to the left. He now wants to get the beacon. Unfortunately, I have my Trebuchet still reloading, so I had to wait a little, and boom! It's often useful to turn away from the enemy, so they think you're not firing at them, right? Because if you aim directly at them, they know, oh, he's gonna fire in a second, so they may dash in the exact right moment. So look away for a second, just act like you're not interested in them, and then just turn, boom, fire. They can never react that fast, see? And this guy's almost destroyed. If I had been fully reloaded when he came around the corner on his base, I would have even killed him before he reaches this beacon. With a 100% bot, without giving him a chance to fire back. Taking no risk, 0 risk, 100% success. That's something that should deal less damage, if you ask me. That's just my saying here, that a weapon dealing so much damage at that long distance should never be allowed. Without taking risks, should not be allowed to deal that much damage. Here I'm actually firing without reloading fully because I want to get him before he gets the beacon. I was unable to do so because, as I said in the beginning, the DPS is so incredibly low when you're not... Oh, hey, Haeshi, boom. When you're not reloading all the way. Man, this guy has never fired a shot. He's never done any real damage there, I guess, with his Haeshi, and he just completely lost. Though, I have to say, I'm not feeling so sorry for him because he's got a Haeshi. In most of the matches, he's probably gonna kill 2 or 3 bots with this one Haeshi, so I'm actually fine eliminating him that way. Against dash bots, I feel totally fine doing this, but I really have, like, it feels shady to do this to a Griffin or to a Rogatka, someone who's, like, walking all the way, who's not really that dominant, and then you're just gonna kill him without he ever being able to fire back. And, the dash bots are very fast at least, right? So they can kind of just get through the line of fire very quickly. And, oh, that's a Leo. And that Leo just even took a big chunk of health. Keep in mind, Champions League, most players do have very high-leveled stuff. So, you know, it's not like we're gonna deplete their health in like a split second or so, and they're gone. Like, we have to get through quite a lot of health there on them, especially on a Leo. So let's see what we have done on a sniper map, right? I'm not sure about the result. 837,000 damage. It wasn't the longest round. There are rounds that go much longer where you can get more than 1 million damage done. But we have reached place 1 easily here. And yeah, this is, and just to show you at the end a little, make this the outro here. This is the playstyle. You just sit there. You just sit there, ideally behind this building, where no one can hit you back unless they fire Noricums or Zeniths, and that's what you do. And if this is too boring, you can spice it up by wiggling around a little, if that makes it more funny. But, you know, let's face it, guys, this is not a very active kind of playstyle where you do a lot of firing, being in the action, jumping there, firing there, covering this guy, doing this, capping this beacon. No, all you do is this. And that's why I say this is not my playstyle. This is not really what I prefer to be doing. I will be doing this occasionally for you guys as a viewer request, but I'm not gonna enjoy it as much as playing a Rogatka, just jumping onto someone, you know, fire my clip and then get behind cover back again, doing it again, capturing a beacon, all that. That's more fun to me. But anyways, you saw it, you wanted it, and here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys are awesome. As always, Manni-Gaming signing out. Bye-bye.